Hey everybody, what up? It's Scuff D here. Just fixing the camera. It's kind of in the dark, but I've got the computer screen up here. Doing a little update. There's been some updates to the game. We'll kind of go into that, talk about the updates a little bit. Short little video and blurb for you. Let's get into it. Let's look at some legions. Bam. Moving into it. Flip it up. Screens are rotating. Things are getting crazy. Okay, so first off, I'm looking off screen again because I've got my Discord pulled up on my tablet here, so that'll kind of be what helped me guide the discussion. First off and foremost, it's been, I think a week since the last time I've been in. Currently, Lodge Wars update. Trader's End is still in Lodge Wars. We lost our match pair up against Excalibur. Again, kind of going into the Lodge pairing, so we're the number 4. Lodge currently went up against the number 1. We went 2-1 in the series, so we're down into the underbelly or the underground bracket, as it were, and we have a bye this week, so we're not playing anybody this week. Although I believe in a day or two we should get new matchups for the next round, and I'm not 100% positive who we're facing just off the top of my head. I think the 3rd Legion, who we faced in the first round. So it could be Redemption for the 3rd Legion. It could be Vindication for the Trader's End. We'll see. But that's coming up in the next round. So round 4, Lodge Wars. Trader's End has a bye. So let's take a look at, before I get into the shop, the big announcement. The game itself had a spot on Warhammer TV. I don't watch Warhammer TV. I have so small time windows right now with what I can watch and content I can stream at work and online, so it's really either reserved for the gaming or it's reserved for catching up on what I feel is super important to catch up on. However, during that spot, they kind of splashed the ad, from what I understand, for the next expansion for the Horus Heresy Legions, which is called Prospero. That's right, Prospero. That's the name of it. It pretty much sums it up right off the bat. From the cover, you've got Leman Russ, you've got Magnus the Red. Now, one thing that's interesting here is during the Q&As, the devs have mentioned that they want to continue to do 3 legions per expansion until they've reached the full capacity, before they kind of go back and flesh out, maybe add some additional cards or content. But the 3rd Legion that might be appearing in this faction or in this expansion hasn't been announced. Now, it's possible that they could do something similar to what they did with the Word Bearers, Night Lords, and determining whoever won the event would determine which faction appeared. But that was actually technically at the end, prior to the release of the 3rd expansion, the Extermination expansion. So this expansion's already been set up. Now it's possible we still got, when does it launch here? The 10th of May. So we still have 2 months. So it's very possible that closer towards the end of April, that we actually see an event run that might decide what 3rd Legion will be joining this event, or this expansion rather. It could be anybody who hasn't come out yet. Although, if you ask me, thematically, the White Scars did make an appearance on Prospero after the Space Wolves had their say, and the White Scars did kind of run into the Space Wolves a little bit there. They could be an option. You could just go with the Word Bearers if they're already in game as an option. A lot of people are speculating that we might actually see the Spears of the Emperor, or the Sisters of Silence, as it were. Prior, I don't know if they were called the Sisters of Silence at the time or not. I don't know their exact designation, but they were on Prospero fighting alongside the Space Wolves, so that's a possibility. Oh, screen lock. What's going on here? Don't lock my screen. I'm doing things. So we might see that. We might see, I mean, you could go so far as to stretch and say either of the two angels, Dark Angels or Blood Angels. I would love personally to see the Imperial Fists in the game sooner than later, although realistically, I'm kind of resigning myself that they will be one of the last legions revealed in the game. But I'm really looking forward to that. I've been a loyal son of Dorn since I first started playing 40k, so really psyched on that. But anyways, this looks to be a good faction. We're gonna get the Thousand Suns. We're gonna get the Space Wolves. You know what that means? A, it means new cards. B, it means, you know, what will Psychers bring into the game currently? The closest thing that we've had as a Psyker was an event warlord, Citrus Murtog. The Murtog, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but the Death Guard ex-librarian who had a passive ability for, I believe it was for 2 energy. He would randomly deal, or he would deal 1 to 3 damage to a target, which was not a bad little thing. It had a little electric animation. It was kind of brief, but that's really the only thing we've seen, because at this point in time in the story, obviously the Edict of Nicaea is in effect. So Psychers are not really in any of the legions, but you know we're going to see them in the Thousand Suns. And then to go with that, really, what are the Space Wolves going to bring to the fore? You know, are they going to have any sort of unique mechanic, a pack mechanic? Are they going to have just a bunch of cleave? Are they going to be, you know, drop pod heavy, brutal? Who's to say? Who's to say? So anyways, that is coming out. That's May 10th is the release date for Prospero. That's when the events will start happening. I'm sure we'll be seeing some spoilers coming up before that. Now, to go along with that, also, I think following this by 2 days or something like that, they announced this VIP thing. And this is what we're looking at here in the shop. So the VIP, and actually, before we even get to the shop, let's just take a look at my lodge, because my lodge is full of VIPs. Now, if you haven't played the game yet, or if you're in the game and you don't know what these stars are for, the stars are they signify a VIP. A VIP is a player who has logged in, I believe, logging in either 7 days consecutively in order to receive that. So if you've played consecutively every day, you're going to get your star. That's a free to play option. The other option is you can go ahead and you can buy it here in the star tab. It's $4.99 for a week. Now, there's some interesting things here that we've kind of looked into. It's not just within the community, within the lodge. We've had some discussion on it. So the VIP subscription here offers the VIP bonus that you would normally see as a free-to-play player. However, some of these things here are unique to the actual purchase itself. So if you're a free-to-play player, let's just talk about that first. If you're a free-to-play VIP, which I am, I think pretty much anybody who's been playing the game for a long time shouldn't have to pay for it, although you certainly can still pay to reap the rewards. What you get is, first off, you get access to this tab here, and it is a second tab in the shop. So each day you've got this tab, and now each day you've got this tab. So you've got double the opportunities to see cards that you don't have to add to your collection to pick up. Now there's still only one cosmetic tab. That hasn't changed, and the cosmetic tab, as you see, is of course always generally related to this first primary shop tab. The other big thing is that the VIP points in events, you get 50% more. So basically, if I'm running a 10 times event, which I am running a 10 times event currently in here, each of these wins, normally there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 500 points in the event that I would accumulate. However, because I've got VIP, I'm now gaining an additional 250 points. That's 50% towards that. So that 5 wins is now 750 points. In a way, this is a slippery step to a pay-to-win concept when it comes to the events, because really what you're going to see here, and this is nothing to bash any of these lodges who've got the high scores, because they've got a lot of players who've been putting in points through the course of the event, even prior to this VIP. But the stars in terms of events are the rich getting richer. That is, I mean, to a degree, if you have the star, you are going to reap more benefits from playing events. But again, you don't have to pay for that. That's a free thing. If you're logging into the game every day for 7 days, you'll get that benefit too. So as a new player, or a erratic player, you might not be playing events to begin with, and in which that case, then that really shouldn't bother you too much. Having access to the extra shop would be a nice little thing. And then of course you get the little star for some extra notoriety, and I think that shows up in here too. Yeah, I got the gold bar and the star. Now the subscription has some additional perks besides what we've already talked about, and that is listed here. So first off, this improved daily mission crate has +1 ticket and +50 gold. Now you're paying $4.99 for a week. You can actually subscribe, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So first off, your daily crate is going to give you 2 tickets and an additional 50 gold to whatever else that you're receiving in the crate. The number 2 status there, that veteran status, that's the free status. You get that as a free, that's your free to play. And then number 3, for one time only, you get the welcome of 500 gold and exclusive card back. That's a one-time thing. As a one-time purchase, it's not a bad buy. It's not a bad buy if you don't do events too often, and then maybe for a couple weeks you're ready to go and you want to get some more tickets to run an event. That's not a bad buy either. Technically, and I don't have the statistics, we talked about it and we chatted it all out, but I mean, basically you're getting, over the course of a week, seven days, you're getting 7 tickets. Let's just say that's about $7 worth. And you're getting 500 gold as a one-time buy. But let's just say over the course of 7 days, that's 350 gold. So let's just say that's about $3.50. So you're getting about $10.50 for $4.99. Not counting the welcome gift of 500 gold, not counting the exclusive card back. So you're getting about a $6 extra savings each week. However, over the course of a month, you are paying, anywhere between, I'm drawing a blank on the basic math there, $20 to $25 a month for that. And, I love Legions. I don't know if I've spent more than $30 in the course of a year and a half playing the game. How long has it been? How long have I been playing this game? Where's my login date? There's a way to tell. I know I tap on it somewhere around here and it tells me where I've logged in. Settings? No. Somewhere in here. I did it a while back and I kind of forgot how I did it. Hang on, maybe I'm going to profile. Oh, duh. It's one of these challenges here. Victorious, Galactor, Contender, here we go. Where is it? Log in. 357 days. Alright, so not quite a year and a half. Almost a year. Haven't paid that much, and I'm only shy a couple cards. So probably not a great value. Free crate, let's pick that up. Yay. You get those for free. You get these challenges for free every day. You get the daily missions. I mean, as a one-time purchase, rocking the card back, getting the extra 500 gold, and make no mistake, that's a very attractive portion of the deal. And I'm not trying to be an advertiser, but I mean, this is part of their program. This is what is now part of the game. With the way gold is limited in terms of how it is, I mean, we're down 80%. I think it was 60 to 80% in what is being returned in event crates as to how it used to be. So it's not easy to come by gold as much as it was. That's not a bad deal for a one-time thing, maybe a 2-time thing if you're short on tickets and you're looking to play over the course of a week. Personally, I haven't picked it up. it's not for me. I do feel that it is the start of a slippery slope, though, in terms of right now everybody's got 1 star. Well, what's to say if in 9 months' time that there's not some other super VIP or a platinum VIP that gives you 2 stars or 3 stars or an Aquila, you know, the Imperial Eagle, double-headed eagle, which would be neat. I mean, I'd take that over a star, but they can tack on all these little bonus things and exclusive card backs and everything and extra gold, and it's a way to get money, and they're going into the Steam release of the game with PC players, and hopefully looking to increase the community there, and with that draws in new players, and also probably draws in significant requirements to continue to run the game and operate the game at a proper level for player satisfaction. But I think in terms of a deal, $4.99 is a month, maybe $6.99 for a month. $4.99 for a week is pretty steep, and that's just if you ask me. So, anyways, I don't want to go over. I'm not trying to hawk deals. I'm not trying to talk people up into buying it, talk people out of buying it. But this is part of the new feature of the game, is the VIP feature, and I think it's been pretty good. I think for the lodges who've got it, who've got a lot of players who are running events. I mean, now we didn't have. I mean, we still had quite a few in the 2000s prior to the VIP, but I mean, we definitely tacked on some extra points after it for sure. So, and then to go with it, now you can't see this here, but I'm looking. There's going to be some new artwork coming out for Saul Tarvitz. He's going to be getting the old Nicolas Cage artwork is going away. I always think he looks like Nicolas Cage. Some people think he looks like the guy from Fargo, the really tall, dark guy, or not Steve Buscemi, the other guy. This is actually classic old artwork. I'm gonna miss it, but the new artwork looks pretty good too, although it doesn't look like Nicolas Cage. I don't know. I don't know who it looks like just yet. We'll see. Maybe Liam Neeson. Maybe an angry Liam Neeson. I don't know. So those are the two big announcements in terms of what's going on with the game. New expansion, V.I.P, Lodge Wars, not currently in effect. This week, probably in a day or two, we'll be starting up round 5. Yeah, shoot. It's been a pretty interesting week. I don't have a whole lot of things to go into. One thing that I might be trying to do here, just to kind of go with the Steam release, and I've already kind of started with the card by card, but I might do it even more minute, is shorter video blurbs for newer players about specific game mechanics that might not necessarily be talked about in the game tutorial. Survivor, Relentless, even Stealth to some degree, and not just talking about what those mechanics are, but specifically how they work, how you can work them to your advantage, and how can you counter them, how can you deal with them best and easily. Those will probably be a little short blurbs, and I'll probably just throw together some jank decks full of like 20 cards of all that all have that mechanic built into them, and then just play a game against a bot and kind of talk shop about it. Those, if you're experienced, you don't need to really, you can probably skip those, but I am looking forward to doing something like that. So if you know new players who are joining the game because of the Steam release, feel free to point them to that direction. There's a couple other guys out there making good video content for the game, whether it's tutorials or decks, running events, whatever the case may be. We've got a good community out there. I really hope to see it grow positively with the addition of the Steam players. I'm not a PC gamer guy anymore. I don't do the Steam thing, but I realize that is a big avenue. Has a lot of potential for it, so I really am positive about it. And obviously, we got expansions coming on. We haven't reached all the legions in the game, so there's a lot of potential here. So yeah, that's it. That's what I've got going on. nothing else to talk about just yet. I've got some thoughts, but I'll keep them out for something else. So, anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep playing Legions, and we'll talk to you next time. All right, bye.